Hello, this is wmpyr, here to talk about the skill sets that we develop in Escrima, Kali, and Arnis. So first of all, this is my own interpretation, working on this for 3 decades. I'm just sharing with you my 2 cents, my point of view, and the goal of this is to try to make it very clear and easy to understand what the hell is it that we're working on, right? And yeah, the first thing is I divided into 5 levels. And number 1 is kill or be killed. This is the first level. The idea, and this is something I've been talking about a lot recently just because I really enjoy going through the art and really examining the art and breaking it down and trying to figure out what were the founders thinking and how did it change, evolve, and get developed. And so the kill or be killed, it basically makes sense because it's level 1 and it's the first thing that you learn. Think about it. When you train in Filipino martial arts on day 1, like the number 1 angle that you learn, that is a killing move, what you're doing. If you think about it, and if you use a blade and you cut right on the neck, that's it. And the idea comes from the Filipino way of thinking, where if you want to learn how to defend against something, first you must learn how to use it, how to attack with it. And that is exactly what you're doing. On day 1, you are learning how to attack, how to kill. And that is so different from other martial arts. And not every, but to show the killing move right away on day 1 is very unique to me, and it is so cool in a sense that they take that approach. But let's view it this way: it's kill or be killed, meaning it's 50-50. It could go either way. That is not a very good position to be in. That's why it's level 1. And it is really about a situation where it's green light or red light. Green light means you drop the bomb and that's it. And red light means you don't. And if you drop the bomb, then there is no control. You can't, do damage control. You just drop the bomb. You can't be like, okay, I don't want to go that far, or no, you gotta. That's all there is. Either do it or not do it. There's not, okay, I just want to hit just this part or this. You're not at that level because remember, this is level 1. You are a beginner. So it makes total sense. Level 2 is defang the snake right here. So defang the snake is a lot more technical, a lot more strategic. Now you have the skills because you've been, training a while now. So it's not just drop the bomb. You have that ability, but now you could be a lot more careful, safer for yourself. It's much safer to defang the snake than to do the kill or be killed. And now you don't have to go lethal force. You're going for secondary targets. And why? Because you are now attacking the root of the problem, which is their arm that's holding the weapon. And if you destroy that, then you destroy the threat. And that's what you're essentially going for the purpose of your survival or to protect your loved ones. So that's level 2. Level 3 here is the force-to-force block. Okay, so force-to-force block, I've said to you guys, is not as good as defang the snake. Defang the snake is essentially a counterattack, or it is a direct attack, but onto secondary targets. And it is a counterattack to secondary targets as well. So force-to-force block is you're just blocking, you're just surviving, you're just defending. So it's definitely not as good. Then you go, wait, why is that level 3 then? It's level 3 because if you are forced to do that, if you're using the force-to-force block, that means your opponent was so good, or you're in such a bad position that there's no way you could do number 1, kill or be killed. You could not do this, because if you tried it, you would just get killed. Okay, because either they're so good or because you're in such a bad situation. Number 2, defang the snake. You can't even do this. Remember, requires timing. It requires distance. It requires technique. It requires, for you to have a masterful skill to play this game. You cannot do this game because the opponent, once again, is too good or your situation is too bad. That's why this is level 3, because you are in a much tougher situation than these. That's why you're reduced to do this, and the main thing is survival. Okay, so level 4 is to neutralize. Neutralize the snake. Okay, not defang the snake, but neutralize the snake. What's the difference? Neutralize the snake is you are controlling their arm. Okay, their threat is being controlled, so you're neutralizing it. It is not a threat anymore. But in order to do that, you have to get closer. And to get closer, it's risky. That's why it's level 4, because it's difficult to do this. Okay, if we think about it, to neutralize and comparing it with defang the snake is like, imagine a hunter who has a rifle and he uses the scope and he shoots at the snake from a distance and he takes out the snake that way. Okay, neutralizing is now, think of like Jake the Snake with his bag where he put the python inside. Well, you're getting that bag and you're going to put the snake into it. That's going to take a lot of caution. It's going to be very dangerous to do it. But once you do it, the snake is inside the bag and you're going to have good control of it. It's just getting it in there is very, very difficult. So once again, that's why it's level 4. And then the final one, number 5, is disarm. Okay, and disarm is, I know from Professor Bram Frank's teaching, the disarm is where you literally cut off the arm. And, I come from the same lineage as he does, and I've been loyal to his teachings, and I don't disagree with that. But in this case, I'm talking about a different type of disarms that either the Filipinos invented or perfected. They evolved it their own and made it their own, and it's literally taking the weapon away from the opponent. So that is our most highest skill, the most difficult thing to do. So that's why it is level 5. And that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.